Hey, what's up, guys? Malibu Fitness here. Sorry, if you don't know, that was kind of mean. If you don't know, there's this guy on Instagram. His name's Malibu Fitness, but that's kind of how he intros to all of his videos. I wish you could see my hand, because I'm doing like the thing he does. Super nice guy, but sorry, but he's uglier than sin. But I think it's really funny. But let's actually talk about what's in the video. So, okay. So today we did good. Yesterday we fumbled the bag, and the other day I went minus 320 on defense. So I kind of I think I lost 33 trophies because I think I went plus 287 and I went minus 320. So I still haven't recovered from that because that happened the day before yesterday. So if today's the 290, like on offense, yesterday it was 270. It was the day before I was 287 and I went minus 320. If that makes any sense, if you're gathering that. But let's go ahead and let's jump into some attacks. I think I'm just gonna cover the triples today. I'm gonna be honest, because I kind of want to show some of the triples in here. You know, we 3-starred like Celinho. Today was kind of a blunder, to be honest. I didn't do as good as I would have liked, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to watch my fails over again, because they kind of like suck. Because I will say, this is a long intro, but my season is cooked. I am not getting top 1K. We have like 5 days left in the season, and let's see where I rank. We have like 5 days left, and I'm 1.9K. I lost ranking yesterday, but either way, my season is cooked. So, the only reason I'm still doing attacks is just because I want to 3-star as many people as I can, just so I can ruin or help ruin as many people's seasons as I can. So that's the only reason why I'm doing attacks, is I just want to ruin as many people's seasons as I possibly can. But that being said, let's jump in to some highlights of the past 2 days. We're going to start it off strong, you know what I mean? We're going to start off with Celinho. I will say, I was like already like furious going into this attack, just hard tilting. I was just so mad. So this attack ends up being like very, very close, which is kind of unfortunate. It ends up being very close, but hey, at the end of the day, man, at least I 3-starred. It's Celinho. He's a pro esports player. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his esports team Elevate it'd be 2025. I'm pretty sure he's on Elevate, but I'm pretty sure his team Elevate got second at Worlds in 2025. I could be completely wrong. That could just not be his team. But see how like I'm fumbling the bag? I just froze a singular headhunter because I'm nervous. Like, isn't that insane? Like, it just shows like how nervous I am. Like, just going into this, knowing I'm attacking Celinho. I had failed 2 attacks just before this, and then I got Celinho. I'm like, oh great, I get to attack Celinho. Merry Christmas. Looks like the holidays came early. But we fireball that builder hut because we get the lava launcher and the CC. That's the only reason why we did what we did. And I should have waited for my warden to take out this Rico cannon. But I actually did not end up doing that because he went and followed the Dragon Duke, and like he was gonna die, so I just recalled him out, just repositioned him to a better position, get his health back, and I just didn't have a good answer for this Rico cannon. So my queen passed out, and she gets cooked by the Rico cannon. I just never had good like. Just that one Rico cannon just like screwed this whole attack, if I'm being honest with you. And then also wasting that one freeze on a singular headhunter, just bad all around, terrible. This was honestly a terrible attack. I'm just putting it in the video because it was Celinho and I somehow 3-starred, but I barely 3-star. I was like pounding on my desk like boom, 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 because I was like, dude, I just failed on Celinho and looked like a retard. And then I look back at my phone and I'm like, oh, I 3-starred. I didn't need to pound on my desk, but that's okay because we 3-starred. And at the end of the day, that is what matters. So let's jump into the next one. Okay, when I saw this base, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea what the fuck to do. I had no fucking idea because I was like, okay, well, I could just fireball this rage tower, but if you look at it, the rage tower only gets all these defenses, only gets these. But they aren't major defenses necessarily. Like, it's easy to deal with a multi-arch, it's easy to deal with a multi-inferno, it's easy to deal with a scatter, an expo, but you know what's not easy to deal with? The CC, the Revenge Tower, the Monolith, a Super Wizard. So I actually opt for the fireball that most people would probably not pick to do, but I fireball this Builder Hut because I want to get these defenses that are scary out, I guess you could say. So that's what we do, and I think this attack isn't as close as the last one, but I think the plan is we fireball this Builder Hut, we take out this compartment, we let our Warden clear this compartment because it's not a bunch of high damage defense buildings, and then from this side right here, we're gonna go in with a log for our Sui. So that was the plan. That's what I came up with. Is this the best approach? Probably not. You could probably get a flinger somewhere, but I don't really see one. You probably could have mirrored this attack. What I probably could have done was I probably could have sniped like this Expo and this mortar and maybe flame flingered most of this and started my warden over here and fireballed this Builder Hut because it's mirrored, and then sent my Sui into this top compartment like I did, but we have this compartment over here cleared out. Maybe that would have been better, but I don't know. I did what I did. The Legends modifiers aren't 20%, so you don't need a Flame Flinger every single attack. Did I waste a totem right there? Probably. I was super nervous. I was nervous. I was mad. But yeah, so we go for that fireball. We get the CC. We get the revenge. The mono. Thank God. And see how the warden can just deal with the rest of this compartment with like pretty much like ease. Yeah, that's why oh yeah, I forgot my king he started just beat on a wall and get it halfway done, and then he just, yeah, whatever. W rocket balloon for this to the scatter. So that's awesome. King ability got popped a little bit too early. Dragon Duke up top. I didn't really like that. I don't like sending my Dragon Duke into an air defense, but you know what, it has to be done, man. What must be done, what must be done. It actually wasn't that close, to be honest. We still had our Dragon Duke alive. We still had our Warden alive. It wasn't as close as I remember. But either way, let's hop into the next one for you fine people. Okay, when I see this base, I thank the Lord because it's so easy. All you have to do is land your fireball on this on the scatter, sorry. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I was trying to help coach a guy, and I was calling air sweepers, air defenses, and he's like, Mikey, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, dude, I have no idea. But you get all of this out, like half the core, so that's good. I rage right here. You could probably use a totem, but I was nervous. Like I said, I was nervous for all of these attacks, actually. So I was just like, well, I know if I hit this fireball, we're fine, and I keep my warden alive, so we're just going to rage, and we'll be fine. Probably didn't need that invis on that multi-arch, but, you know, it's better safe than sorry. I'd rather hit my fireball where I want it, using an extra invis than not. So, yeah, that is good. There are versions of this base that are very hard, like almost impossible, but this one is so easy. So, send your Sui in with a log. Keep an eye on your warden, because he's going to go into a lot of defense up there. Multi-inferno, long gear tower, expo, bad news bears. Didn't like that my queen went to the outside. Usually your queen goes inside with the log, but she did not for me. So I popped this king ability to kind of give her access to the town hall. And we just send our duke in. And the base is kind of just done. I mean, this is a very simple base. It's a very straightforward attack. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this, so let's hop into the next one. Okay. See, this is the one that I'm talking about. You know how I said in the last replay that there's versions to this base that are like impossible? Well, this is what I mean. This is the version of this base that's impossible. I saw a guy in my clan, he fireballed the Rico. His name's Conscience, very good player. He fireballed the Rico, and I like this because it gets all of this out. The CC, the Revenge, the Rico, Super Wiz, Scatter. I like that. The only problem is, when I do this, every time the plan it's sketchy because my queen always gets her ability like forced over here when I use a log. So some people like to come from 12 o'clock with their warden and fireball this multi-inferno, and then like recall their warden like over here to go deal with their revenge. Some people like to do that. And then they would like send over here with a log. But some people like to do that. I don't like to do that because I've done that on friendly challenges, but I have more faith in this approach than I do that one. So that's the only reason, and I don't want to try to switch up an approach that I know can work if I play it right. I just got to play it perfectly. I'd rather do that than like maybe risk doing it wrong. But you see it, oh my god, the warden dude, so much damage, man. So yeah, we send our Sui in. It's just not great pathing for the Sui. My Sui always gets wrecked by this freaking Rico and this by this freaking, oh my god, I can't talk to multi-archer. It's usually that Rico that like screws me. Now the warden, we're gonna have to watch him. He's going into a lot of defense. Our log launcher is actually putting in work, so actually no, our warden's fine somehow. I don't know how he's fine. But yeah, once again, oh, our queen goes inside. I thought we had to pop the king ability early. Maybe this attack isn't a sketch. I think I played this like absolutely flawlessly, so I don't think you had to, it's not as sketch as I said it was, but still. I feel like that Duke ability was bad. I didn't like that Duke ability on my end. But yeah, I think it ends up 3-starring. Well, actually, I know it does, but it's just... See what I mean by it's kind of sketch, man? See what I mean? Like, the warden had to solo. I backed out at this attack because I thought it was a fail. I've never even seen the last part of this attack because I backed out of it. See what I mean by it's sketchy? I think the main issue was my Duke ability. The Duke ability I did was bad, so if you see his base, try either one of their approaches. I recommend this one. Just use your Duke right. Play it perfect. I know that's hard, but like, it's just what must be done. Okay, this attack. I want to be clear. When I did this attack today, this was actually tonight, a couple hours ago, I misplaced my warden severely. I wanted... You'll see I use a Tesloon right here. See, I use a Tesloon right here. And I accidentally misclicked my warden over here. I did not want to. I wanted to place my warden where this Tesloon was, because I wanted to fireball this air defense, because the fucking air defense gets, like, literally everything in here. Everything. That's absolutely insane value, right? And then I would have sent my Sui, obviously, into here. But I had to improvise. I was actually so freaking mad when I did this, because I was like, I'm going to fail, because I accidentally clicked my warden's ability. So the goal was to actually get this fireball to this multi-archer tower right here. But you'll see, it actually kind of works out for the best. I actually don't get the fireball to the multi-archer tower. I get it to the rage tower somehow. I wasn't even intending on getting my fireball there. It just worked out good like that. I don't know how it did, but it did. It worked out good like that. Somehow it went to that rage tower. I thought it was gonna go to this mortar because I didn't see the rage. I wasn't. It looks like I was trying to shoot it to the rage because it was so perfect. But dude, on my kids, man, on all the kids, all the dead kids and some socks that I have in my room, I did not mean to shoot that fireball to that rage tower. On all the dead kids in my socks. If you're a gooner, you'll understand. But either way, we still get it done. The reason I placed my warden up top right there, because I wanted him and my Sui to converge on this rage tower along with my dragon duke and stun it. And it actually works out really good that way. And we used a troop launcher just to support the Sui a little bit more. I think it's just better. Log wouldn't have got any value. Siege barracks are fucking worthless. Siege barracks, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s just die instantly. So, like, siege barracks is worthless. So I think the troop launcher is better. But you see how we just all converge on this? Works out very nicely, actually. Oh my god, man. I have an attack that Dude, I have no idea how it 3-starred. Dude, I think it's the next one. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, man, it's this attack, man. Oh my god. I fumbled the bag so bad. It 3 stars, but boy howdy, is it close. It's probably the closest 3-star. Not only on just, like, troop capacity, I have, like, no troops left, but also on time. Dude, it's probably the closest attack I've ever done. So, let me run you through the plan. So, if we look at this, I don't know how I saw this. This is like something Word would think of. Like setting up a flinger like I did. The only reason I had 3 stars is because of this flinger. Setting up the flinger like I did, I literally felt like Word. Like this was so genius and like such good base identification. I literally felt like Word. I don't even know if Word would have seen this. Well, he probably would have. He's like freaking like Einstein. And I'm not talking Einstein like the player. I'm talking, when I say Einstein, I'm talking like his IQ's that high. But look at this. If you take out these 2 Expos, nothing can reach a flinger. I know it looks like it, but watch. We get a flinger over here. And then our goal was to fireball. I'll run you through. So, our goal was to fireball his rage tower, obviously. Because if we get the rage tower out, we get this whole compartment, okay? But the one thing I don't like that pisses me off is Supercell had to add this fat-ass Minion Prince skin, and this Minion Prince gets over on this builder hut, and because the builder hut matches the scenery, and this Minion Prince is big as shit, the Minion Prince is like literally as big as Dave Blunt's. Insert a picture of Dave Blunt's on the screen like right now. Okay, we see Dave Blunt's. The Minion Prince skin is as big as Dave Blunt's, and it covers the entire builder hut that I don't even see it. I'm sorry I'm pausing and doing all this shit, but I have to explain. This is a crazy attack. So you'll see. I also accidentally invis my warden trying to click a rage spell because I wanted to be safe. Rather safe than sorry, like I always say. I was trying to place a rage spell and I accidentally had the invis equipped and invised him. But I could have still shot the fireball where I wanted. I just didn't see the builder hut, so I thought I was fine. But so we sniped these 2 mortars, but then see, watch this. This was like the best flinger I've ever gotten. Actually, I don't know. I got a disgusting flinger later in the video. See this archer? Dude, look, you can flame flinger that whole rage section. You'll see. I accidentally use an invis. But see, look at this Minion Prince. Look how fucking fat as shit he is. He's huge, man. He's as big. The Minion Prince is as big as Dave Blunt's. So watch, I wait for him. I ice block. But see, look. What we can do is we can use 1 invis on these buildings, 1 invis on these buildings, and 1 invis on these. But you see how the Minion Prince is covering the builder hut? You see, look at that. The Minion Prince is covering the builder hut because he's so fat. Like, look at this. He's covering it. So I didn't see it. So I only placed my invis right here instead of getting the builder hut as well. So we don't actually shoot it to the rage tower because the Minion Prince is as big as Dave Blunt's and Big X the Plug. So I didn't get it there. I'm sorry I'm explaining so much. So I recall him like over here just because it's safe, because I'm like, well, I have to put my Sui in right there. But then this Flame Flinger is like putting in work, so W Flame Flinger. You'll see what I mean by it's so close. I'm so glad my warden didn't die. I thought he was gonna die when I recalled him over here, to be honest. But dude, this Flinger literally saves me. Dude, that freaking Minion Prince skin, I really wish they would take that out of the game. I really wish. Because, like, dude, he's enormous, man. Like, he should be on my 600-pound life. And we send the Dragon Duke in there, because I don't have anything else. And we freeze the Revenge, so we can get it out with the Giant. Warden, unfortunately, follows the Giant, because he's a moron, needless to say. Look at this. Look how close it is, man. We have the Giant left. I'm so glad the Dragon Duke does no damage on defense. But see, look how close this is, man. We have literally just a Super Yeti left. We have a Super Yeti, an Archer, and a Minion. And somehow we 3-star. Look at this. Isn't this insane? Somehow we get it. We get it. Isn't that insane? That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Let's get into the next one. Okay, this base is much easier. This is actually, there's another base that's just like this, but this one's tweaked, and I love this version of the tweak better because usually this revenge tower right here. By the way, he tried to bait me with those Teslas. Usually this revenge tower right here is where this elixir storage is, but I'm so glad it's where it is on this base, on this tweak, because when you fireball the rage tower, you get the revenge, and when you recall your warden and reposition him to like this top side over here where I'm drawing, he doesn't have to worry about the revenge because you take it out with the fireball. So I am so thankful, so thankful that this tweak is worse than the original, at least for my attack anyway. So, quick simple fireball to the rage tower. We're gonna let him coast and take out this minion prince, and then we're just gonna reposition him, and then send our Sui in from like 6 o'clock with the log launcher, and the base should just be done. Should just be wraps, and it is. So, I feel like this is pretty straightforward, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah. Yes. But yeah, so base is pretty much done at this point. Like, holy shit, my phone screen is so hot. I feel like that is bad. Oh my days. I don't really like my Dragon Duke placement, to be honest. I guess he gets good value, but like he gets a good stun, but I don't know. I feel like I could have used him a little bit better. I don't know. But either way, this base is done. We just save our rage for our warden. I know it's kind of close, but you could do this attack like 10 times out of 10, and it would work 10 times out of 10. I'm sorry, I phrased that like an absolute imbecile. Okay, this is the base. You know how I said on that one base with the fat-ass minion prince that I got like the best flinger in my life? That was the smartest flinger in my life. This is actually the best. If we snipe this freaking expo, we can literally flame flinger all of this. Isn't that absolutely insane? So, ooh, I got so lucky that there was no Teslas up there. This dude had all of his... Generally speaking, on bases, generally speaking, most of the time, all of the Teslas are at 6 o'clock. Because usually people, that's how their brains work. Usually most people are right-handed. Well, it doesn't even matter if you're right-handed. Most people are just like... They like to attack from 6. You know what I mean? So, most of the time, that's where all the Teslas are. In, like, the bait, I guess you could say. That's where most of the... Just because people's brains work like that, they just like to attack from 6. So, there was no Teslas at the top, and you just get free infinite flinger value. So, you'll kind of see how I do this. We're going to fireball this Rage Tower and send our Sui in from over here and kind of wrap around the base, and this Flame Flinger is going to cut off our Sui so our King ability can get us into the Town Hall. Because I know a lot of people... I was trying to coach a guy today, and on these Town Hall centralized bases with double rage towers, it feels like you need a log launcher to not 1-star, but really on these bases you need to like get a flinger, and you need your flinger to cut off your Sui so your King ability can get you into the Town Hall. Like, I know it feels like I was coaching a guy, and it's like I tell him that on certain bases like this, he's like, well, I'm gonna 1-star if I don't use a log launcher. It's like, no, not necessarily. Because if you use a log, I feel like you would have a better chance of 1-starring with a log launcher, just because you have no way to get your Sui into the Town Hall. It's just the log launcher and the troops inside of there, and you have like a long shot, a monolith, and a freaking lava launcher. So I think it's safer to cut your Sui off with the flinger, like I did, and pop our King ability, get our Queen into the core. And let's just say, the base is absolutely done. If I had infinite time, I probably could have swagged the Dragon Duke, but we don't have infinite time, as much as I wish that we did, so. But the base is absolutely destroyed. Let's go ahead, and let's jump into the next attack, like I say, after everyone. I feel like I don't even need to show this base. This is the last triple of the day, so I don't even feel like I need to show this, because, like, you fireball the scatter, it's done, man. Like, you fireball the scatter, you get all of this. Not the town hall, but you know what I mean. So, like, I'm just gonna kind of just speed through it because it's like, I don't even think this takes explaining. Like, I think somebody who's never played the game before could do this in 3-star just because it's like, it's simple. You know what I mean? It's a simple plan. You start your warden at 6. You let him take out the mono. You wait for the air defense to go down, and then it should just be a simple, like, 3 invis fireball to the core, right? Because, like, invis for the Rico, multi-inferno, builder huts, get the fireball to the core, let your warden take out this minion prince, and then you can reposition the warden onto this dark elixir storage, and then, we gotta watch out for the damage over there, so that is one thing that's hard. The only hard thing about this base is just keeping your warden alive, because some people struggle with multitasking. I've used this attack not this attack specifically, but I've used warden charges where you have to watch a big Sui dive and your warden at the same time. So I've done it for over a year, so I still mess up. Sometimes I still let my warden die, but I'm pretty good about watching and multitasking, so that's the thing. We rage him up while we're watching our Sui. We pop our king ability here in a second because he's in the core. We freeze the revenge because the revenge bounces off onto our Sui, and we don't like that. The king ability gets the I sent that Duke in too late, and that king ability got the air defense to save my Duke. I sent that Duke in a little bit too early. Send him in a little bit later, but we still get a good stun ability. My fault, because the Dragon Duke is, like, invincible. So, the base is absolutely done. GG's to that guy. GG's, man. Good game, man. We have 15 minutes, 16 minutes in the day. We're still around the 1K mark. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we're at reset right now. Well, I guess we gained rank, actually. I don't know what that little minus means, but I ended, like, 1.8K, so maybe I lost, like, a couple, like 100 placements or whatever, but either way, we still in like 1.8K. Now you might think, oh, Mike, your season's not over, but it feels like it's over. But either way, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. I doubt any of you are gonna watch then, but I would shout out my base building sub and like the whole Discord, but like, it's not even their fault that, like, my defense is so bad. The game is so easy right now. It's like, it's so hard to get defense. Defense is all about luck. But if you want to run the same bases that I run, I will put their Discord in the description. And, I'll save this for a later video. But either way, I will probably actually make another clip and put that in the beginning of this video, because if you want to run the bases that I run, if you want to reset like 1.8K, run the same bases I do. But either way, I will see you guys in the next one.